Okay guys, just here waiting for the lobby to get ready. Just waiting on another person to join before we get going. But this is CDR Championship 3 Season 2 around Abu Dhabi. I will be joined by No Fandango shortly, as he is currently either on his way home from work or just about to load up. Cheers JJ, it is appreciated when people do jump into the streams and watch what's going on, especially in the championship they're not already in. So it is appreciated, and yeah, just keep me some company while I get Dan here to talk to, so I don't sound like an idiot talking to myself. If we do have any of the Championship 3 if we do have any of the Championship 3 guys watching along, avoid flat out turn 3 in the opening 10-15 laps. You'll just be too heavy on fuel and you'll end up in the barrier. So lift and coast a little bit over the crest like you would at Cops in Silverstone. And Dan is already here. I'm just waiting on him to join into the party. Oh. Come on Steve, get the show on the road. I've got things to do this evening. No Harry, there's only like Hound reserved on Friday, and then Dylan moved down due to not being able to race Fridays anymore because of school. So they're the only two that have moved down, but one of them wasn't even permanent, and Dylan gave up a full-time seat to move down as a reserve. So we can only do what we can do in regards to that. So I know a few of you actually do watch along weekly. I'm waiting for Osso Bosso's little party to get involved shortly. Any ideas or any suggestions on who you think is going to qualify on pole, or maybe even take the race win, because the race pace around here needs to be mad consistent to actually get anywhere near the front, well, near the podium. Yeah, Warrior Huntsman is really consistent around here. I've raced with him a few times around Abu Dhabi, and I always found him a challenge to even keep up with, let alone even attempt the overtake on. Sociopath, yes, he is very, very quick, but I've not seen his pace around here. So let's just bring up what people's tyre choice will be for Q1. Some people do actually use the mediums, which I don't understand, but they do. Oh, and it's a dry race the entire way through. Thank you for that, Colin. It is appreciated. So far we've had No Evil Prime join into the session. well, into the comments with his usual shake and bake from the Tales of Ricky Bobby. And we've also got no Osso Bosso clan, which is weird for a Sunday. Ninja is the first man on his outlap. By the looks of it, yes he is. Richie is already retired from the session. What happened there? And yep, he's dropped it at turn 3. So, as I said, lift and coast a little bit, as we just saw Red Bull in the background. Which is now cleared up. One day we are going to get massively screwed over by these night races, where in countries like Bahrain or Abu Dhabi, where we expect it to be dry, then we rock up with only dry setups and it's just going to be pouring with rain. Yeah, wise advice from Harry there. Take your outlap slowly and just slowly build into the lap. You don't want to floor it coming out the pits on cold tyres. Hit that crest, and there's a little bump on the apex, which if you've not got your force feedback on your pad or your wheel, whichever one you prefer to use, you won't feel. But as soon as you've got the on-track effects on a wheel, you know that bump is there, and it does unbalance the car ever so slightly. And if you're on cold tyres, you've got no way of keeping the grip levels up in order to hold on to it. As Ninja is in Sector 2 at the moment. Sorry Ninja, I did miss the first part of your lap. And here's Osso Bosso. Here's one of the two I was on about. So, nice to see you here, Osso. Hopefully your outlap doesn't end as bad as Richie's did. It is nice to see weekly though that we get the same like core viewership that just turn in and make our lives a little bit easier with the amount of comments you guys supply us with, so we can actually engage. So keep that up, and if anyone else you know is at home watching along, or any other friends that like watching this sort of thing, send them the stream link, get them involved too, as we're already, I think, like 81 subscribers, so almost everyone in the server is subscribed to the channel. So it's not too bad. Will be better over the course of coming months, obviously, as Ninja has just done a 37.1 as his first lap. It's a decent base lap. Yeah, I'll send either one of them, well, both of them, a message. But given the current state of affairs with the Codemaster servers, I'm highly unlikely to send either of them an invite into the session now, because it may end up with a race reset after qualifying is finished. And to avoid that, I'd rather run with 19 than you guys be sat there at 8:30 getting ready to race and have the lobby reset. As Warrior Huntsman has done a 36.5, Teddy Henke with a 37.5, Parkman Do 37.6, Kane Lowry with a 38.3, Richie D on a 38.4, and Mechanical with a 39.8. So quite a bit of pace like difference there. Just bear with me for a sec, guys. I am just sending messages as I was just requested. Yeah, I've just done it myself as well, so they're going to get double teamed in regards to that. As Dylan Gaming has just put himself in P2, Sociopath P3. Jackie has evidently had a moment somewhere, which I'm guessing was on the exit of one of the chicanes, as he's just found 13 seconds in the middle sector. And to be 30 seconds off the pace means he also had a moment in another sector. So he should be around about 27 seconds quicker by the end of this lap, given he doesn't need to come into the pits. I have set a few TT times, as Jackie actually does jump up to P10, does find quite a bit of pace there. Puts himself in and around Sam with a 37, who'd be the 39.7, sorry, I can't talk today, sorry. As also Bosso is now on a lap. Let's see how he takes turn 3. Does he lift a little bit through turn 2 and 3? Yep, not on full throttle until he can see the exit of the corner. Best way around it. Solid first sector, not setting the world alight, but it's a good basis for a first lap. As Bayman is now on an out lap, Paranoid is on a lap in sector 2 as he does a purple sector 2. And yeah, as a few of the guys are actually discussing in the comments at the moment, we have Russia this week, and then we have Abu Dhabi this week, and then next week we are off to Russia. Russia is going to be one of those tracks where penalties will play a big part, especially with the amount of runoff and the weird track limits that are there. So it will bait you into running wide and just trying to avoid it as much as possible. As Paranoid puts himself third with a 36. We'll round it up to a 37, as that's pretty much where he's at. Mechanical is also retired from the session. So Evil Prime, Guitar Maniac and Gameful Odds are the only men not to have set laps just yet. As only Gainful is across the line now to start his lap. He will be the next man, as Richard D's just put himself P10, Hound is in P9. So we'll ride on board with Gainful as he comes through the first sector. Gets a little bit out of shape. As he comes out with a hairpin. That hairpin around here is one of those awkward corners. It's like the one at Canada, where if you run deep into it and square it off, you get a better exit and save yourself time in the long run. But you compromise your entrance for anybody that's looking to come up the inside. But if you take this tight line, then you cost yourself exit speed along the straight. And with DRS, like 100 yards or so down the road, which line do you really want to be taking? The one that's going to be giving you the most straight line speed, or the tight line to protect your inside? As Gainful is nearing the end of his first qualifying lap, he should, theoretically, we are only going to lose two people from this session, as two have already crashed out. One of them has set a lap. So all they've got to beat is a 1:39.8, and Gameful puts himself 9th with a 37.7. Who's the next man across the line? It will be Evil Prime, as he's making. It's a nice line through there. Very well done. As he's coming round the final sequence of corners. penultimate corner. If you run wide there is a bump on the curb which can just eject you into the barrier. And puts himself into P4 with a 37 flat. So the next man across the line will be Guitar Maniac, as he's just on a purple middle sector. Not sure if that's like PB sectors or genuine middle sectors. Well, genuine purple sectors, sorry. So let's see on how he gets on with his final couple of corners. I think he's going to put himself into about P4. Dislodge Evil Prime, maybe. Second. The only other man to get into the 36 fives. So, very respectable time there. So, at the moment we are on the verge of losing Sam Madston and Jackie. And Jackie is actually on an outlap as we speak. And so is Sam Madston. And here is Dan. He is finally bothered to turn up.
Sorry about that. I was just on my way home from work.
Yeah, I noticed that you got Chloe to join the session for you. So then you didn't join it late and glitch the lobby.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
just give me a minute there to get my old screen sorted now.
Yeah, no worries. I've got the stream up on my phone, so I'm reading the comments out from there. Surprisingly, not having any issues with the CDR YouTube this week, but I had problems with my own on Friday.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one, isn't it? And some guys are having issues with audio, but it seems to work for us.
Yeah, as long as it works for us, that's all that matters. Like,
absolutely,
yeah. But yeah, I think that's just because my PlayStation is dying a very slow and painful death.
Who's hold over the session?
Yes, he is. He's at turn 3. There is a Mercedes, which is Jackie, just coming to it. Ooh, it's a big crash. He's dropped down on the exit of turn 2 and just rotated the car straight into the barrier.
Okay, it's unfortunate. So, just Sam Madsden hasn't set a time yet?
Sam Madsden's done a 39.7.
This is tired, I was looking at.
But they do actually have to beat Hound's time to progress.
Yeah. Oh, we nearly lost it there.
Very wide. Like, Jesus. How has he invalidated any of that lap?
That's surprising. Can he improve on that? Not sure.
Okay,
yeah, took tight. Oh yeah, he just went 38.5.
Yeah.
You look like you had track limits there, doesn't it?
Yeah, on 4 out of the last 5 corners. Oh, and he's just binned it.
That was a big one. That was quite spinny. That was.
Oof.
Yeah, that was unlucky. He must have been going on another flying lap.
Yeah, also Bosso may think he's through when in reality he's not gonna progress.
Yeah, he needs to get a time in, really, doesn't he?
Yeah, he really does need to get out and set another lap, because that 38.8 won't be enough to see him through. Even Jay Doyish just said that hurt. Yeah, it looked like it hurt for Sam. That was a big smash. This is exactly why I said lift a little bit through turn 2 and 3.
Yeah, you have to really, don't you? It's trying to replicate that 27 times is very difficult. We saw that Friday night a lot. Most of the DNFs happening around 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's slippy, very slippy. What I find hard about this game is the car, even when you're practicing in GP mode, it can feel different when it comes to an online lobby.
Yeah, for some reason there seems to be 3 different handling models. You've got the
Yeah.
TT one, which is perfect. Then you've got the GP one, which is realistic. And then you've got the online lobby, which is equal. And I'm not sure what car it's based on, because
Yeah, it just seems a bit slippier. No,
yeah,
my setups will be slippy anyway, but it does have a different feeling to it. That's also Basso.
he's only on an outlap.
He's
He's got plenty of time. He's got a minute to do the next half of the track.
A lot of pressure now trying to get a time in the last lap, but I think he has the pace.
Hey, I managed it Friday. You were sat there calling me an idiot for going out so late. And then I went and stuck it on P2.
Jackie's just crossing the line to start the hot lap as well.
Jackie's in the pits.
Yeah, it's the end of Jackie. Also,
Steve, you can't be blaming the Ferrari for you dropping it. The red is normally a stop sign. Actually, yeah, you did stop by hitting the barrier so hard.
Because we might as well ride and board Rosso Basso for his last lap to see can he try and get out of Q1.
Yeah, I believe also will be able to get out of Q1. He has the pace. I've not actually seen his pace around Abu Dhabi before, but
he's a fairly adventurous line into 3 there. Surprised he didn't invalidate with that.
What did he do? Cut the curb. As long as your front wheel clips the little bollard thing that they've got on the apex of turn 3, it's still inside the track limits.
Yeah. It's hard to tell, to be honest. It just looked...
Yeah. Hasn't set a purple first sector. A little bit loose on going through that chicane. But it doesn't help that it's uphill and slightly off camber.
Yeah. It's a tricky track. It's a very tricky track. It's if you nail your setup, it can be rewarding, but it's such a fine balance.
He's taken a lot of curb there.
A lot of curb, yeah. I was just gonna say.
Like Jesus.
Looks quick.
He does, but he's not setting the track alight. Takes a shallow line into that corner.
Oh, yeah.
How did he manage to get that stopped and turn in on the line he was going in at?
Yeah, I thought he's after losing it there. If he can get it home here, it should be enough.
Yeah, I believe he'll dislodge Bayman. I think that's all he's aiming for, just to dislodge someone. I don't like, because it was the final lap of quality, didn't really see where he finished.
Yeah, I think he got through, but I'm not certain.
So also P16, he didn't get through.
Just about, yeah.
Missed out by 0.2 of a second. Well, just over.
Yeah, it's funny as well because I found a way to try and keep the car stable through 2 and 3 in GP mode. You can take quite a bit of curb, and I just found that curb on the left as you're heading through 2 is just dynamite slippy.
Yeah, I found the same thing out. So we've lost Hound, Sam Madston, and a couple of others. Sorry, I was...
Also, Basso, Jackie, and Mechanical are also out in Q1.
Yeah, with 2 of those being... Well, 4 of those being DNFs.
The only thing I would say is it's very possible to do P20 to P2 here. Says all is not lost. It's one of them races, you know, you can start at the back here and so much can happen in front of you. It's you know, it's hard to forecast exactly.
Yeah, like turn 1 is one of those corners. It looks like it should be flat out, but
yeah,
it's not, as you've got the braking zone into the actual apex. But
yeah, it is quite heavy on the brakes for a while. Look, fairly sure that was pretty flat last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of a hit, maybe coming into it 7th, bang it down to 6th. Whereas now you're all the way down to 4th, more or less.
Yeah, last year all you had to do was like touch the brakes to scrub a little bit of speed to actually get the turn in, and then floor it. But this year,
Interesting.
no idea.
The interesting to see. We've only 4 drivers currently out on the mediums. Strategy here is it can vary from a 1 stop to a medium soft, soft medium soft, medium soft soft.
Yeah.
So
Mechanical is just called you a
important.
show off, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. I've never done it before, so I just had to get it in there, and it won't be mentioned again.
As I know we've got Harry on the stream watching along, I'm just going to add that after penalties, it was P20 to P1. You literally completed the entire grid.
Look, default.
Sorry, Harry. Sorry, Harry.
Unfortunate.
You were unfortunate there.
He was very unfortunate. He deserved that win, but it's the way it goes in league racing, I suppose. Good man, Spencer.
The name's Colin.
It says Colin Spencer here.
Yeah. All I heard was you calling Spencer there, not Colin Spencer.
Well, you know what I mean.
He's not Mark Wahlberg. If anyone hasn't seen the film Spencer, you won't get that reference.
Just trying to see who's where on track at the moment.
It looks like it's one of the Astons first across the line, and nope, it won't be.
On board at Richie D, quite possibly Richie. No, he was starting. He's just starting to fly now.
It's Bayman. Coming to the end of, oh no, it's not. It's who is in Monterey Huntsman.
Yeah.
Who's out on the mediums, and his teammate is out on the softs. So unless they've spoke to each other about this, if both of them got through to Q2, I find, not sure if you speak to Clayton about this, but every now and again I'll speak to Raphael and let him know what tyres I'm going on to in Q2 if we both make it through. So then we can run the alternate strategy to try and maximise points.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So if one of you runs the medium and the other one gets through on the softs, the one that starts outside the top 10 starts on the harder or the softer tyre compared to the one that actually gets through. It maximises the team's chance of actually scoring points, as you'll have one person up the front end and the other one will be the one aiming to capitalise on strategy calls. As Ninja's that's done a 37.8.
Quick from Huntsman.
Yeah, Huntsman's, yeah, 36.
Jesus, that's quick on a medium.
Yeah, very quick. Sociopath has just gone half a temp slower, well, just under a temp slower on softs. And the tyre compounds are worth between, I think it's 6 temps between the two tyres, from the mediums to the softs.
Sorry, my screen just glitching there a small bit.
Richie D's in the pits. I think he's decided he's picked the wrong tyre. As Dylan Gaming has just set a purple sector 1.
Yeah, I'm riding on board with Dylan.
Seems to have a lot of top end speed. Kane Lowry's just retired. Which, that's a pit lane crash.
Quite.
I know it's not, it's a penultimate corner crash.
His car's gone off the map.
It's stopped in sector 3.
Yeah. Dylan's just coming around there, actually.
Yeah. It's now moved.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, it's where Dylan is now. So he's dropped it at a really weird place, Kane Lowry.
McLaren there for the Dylan needs to
Yeah.
get out of the way or hurry it up a bit.
Yeah, that looks like an Alpine that is just headed to the runoff at turn 2. Yeah, I think it's Paranoid. 37-1, which puts him P3 on mediums. It is his second lap on those, so he won't want to do too many more laps on them.
No, you'd be imagining looking at Q1 times. He's possibly good at that. But yeah, if he wants to start on tyres, he can't do any more laps on them, really.
No. By in-lap, out-lap, flying lap, in-lap. That's all you want to be doing on your set of tyres in Q2. Barkman has just put himself third with a 37 flat. So Barkman showing some decent pace there.
Yeah, we were self and Claire were discussing Bark last week and showing a lot of improvements and pace getting there, and he had a very unfortunate race after, but good to see him up towards the top of the leaderboard again this week.
Yeah, same with Paranoid. As I said to you earlier, I was having a conversation with him, and he's shown a turn of pace this game as he just puts himself P6, which won't be entirely comfortable as you still got Guitar Maniac and Evil Prime to set laps.
Yeah, I feel...
as Guitar Maniac, Evil Prime is in Sector 2, Guitar Maniac is still on his outlap, so, and then everyone else should be...
Evil Prime is purple Sector 2.
And he's out in the mediums, so...
You can hook up Sector 3, it'd be a decent time.
Yeah, this is it. This is why on Friday I adjusted my own setup on the fly, like, just before the race. I was comfortable with it, but I knew that if I had it throughout the entire race through turn 1, 2 and 3, I would be constantly nervous that the rear was going to step out on me.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So I adjusted it. Yeah, that's solid. Button
27.2.
Still a solid time on the mediums. There's still plenty more time in that time. Like, bearing in mind, it's only, what, 3 tenths slower than the current provisional pole. So, between him and between Warrior Huntsman and Gainful Odds in P9, there's just under a second.
Yeah, Bayman is going to have to get another lap in here, and he's going to have to get a bit of time on that.
He's on an outlap. Richie D is just completing Sector 1. Just coming through the chicane. That chicane is irritating. I am so glad they're getting rid of it for the actual race in real life.
Yeah. Very irritating. It's a hard one to navigate.
Yeah, because like you hit the brakes to try and carry speed through it, and it's like, oh yeah, I've hit the brakes to go through the first bit. And then if you've got the corner line on, it's like, it just pops up immediately straight red while you're still taking the first bit of the corner. It's like, how much more do I need to slow down?
Do you know that part where you can go straight on and cut the corner?
Yeah, that's where they're going with it.
Yeah.
And they're elongating the hairpin, they're making it wider.
You could possibly get an overtake into that chicane, depending what kind of a drive you get out of 3.
Yeah, I have seen it done in the past, but it's just a matter of if you've got the confidence in your brake pedal to get it done.
Yeah, you'd probably try it.
Oh yeah, I have tried it. That's why I said I've seen it done.
Oh yeah.
Like, I know that my driving style does seem a little bit aggressive when it comes to overtaking. It's not. It's just I'm more confident on the brakes than most people.
No, it's aggressive driving.
Harry would 100% disagree with me there.
Yeah, as would most people that have been at the end of it. Just looking, Bayman and Richie with a 139.1. He's going to be in trouble there. He's going to have to get back in and get back out fairly quick. Gainful deciding to go for softs, not sure.
Gainful, by the looks of it, is actually through. No disrespect to Colin Bayman or Richie D, but I don't think either of them have it in their laps or their setups to find 2 seconds. Well, oh, just over a second, which it's a big chunk of time.
Paranoid is saying it showed he set his lap on the softs, but he said he actually had the mediums on. So not quite sure what's going to happen there.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that.
I'm just watching Gainful in the pits now with a set of softs on, waiting to see what Bayman and Richie D can do.
Yeah, there's a full, like, essentially a full safety car. Sector 1, 2 and 3, yellow flagged.
What is going on there, I wonder?
I would assume that is slow moving cars.
Ah, yes.
So,
just on with Bayman there. I know he's on the first year straight, looking to improve.
is he gonna just full send?
Yeah, he kind of needs it here. He's over a second off the game for the lead.
Oh, lot of curb.
Yeah, that's going to severely impact his lap.
I did that on Friday during my flying lap, and like in Q3. It actually didn't cost me a great deal of time, but it feels like it does because the car just doesn't want to settle down until you're actually off the exit of the corner.
He's actually up a half a second in Sector 2. I didn't get his Sector 1 time, but if he can replicate Sector 3, he could.
That's a beautiful line through there. I'll give him his due there. That corner is difficult to get right, and he absolutely nailed it.
Do you know what? I'm just looking at this. He might make this.
If he
is still in the pits, so he might get an opportunity to get back out, and he does.
It does P9.
And he jumps Ninja as well. That was a good pressure lap that was. So Gainful now is going to have to come out in the softs.
Ninja is already out on a lap. Ninja's looking to clap back immediately.
Yeah, he's just coming through Sector 3 there now.
Yeah, I've not seen the rest of his lap, but he needs to be in the Oh, and he's gone.
Yeah. He's kind of relying on Gainful not to get a lap in. Richie is in the pits. I'm not sure if he can get back out.
I think
went into the pits.
I think Gainful's left it too late, if I'm being honest. He's got 1 minute and 20 seconds. Even if he cuts the first chicane, which he hasn't, he's not making it. He's got 1 minute and 10 seconds to do the remainder of the lap, and it's a...
Yeah. I don't think he's going to make it.
It's a minute 38 lap, and he left the pits. Like, he was leaving the pit lane with 1 minute 20 to go. So...
Yeah, he's in trouble.
If he does make it, it will be... Oh, it's a big lock-up for him too.
It's a hard one to judge, though, do you know what I mean? Because when you're in the pits, you can see where people are, but like if you go out on a set of softs and just try and trickle around, it's hard to judge what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, it's why during qualifying, I personally...
Oh, Richie's gone as well, so yeah. Looks like Ninja's going to scrape through to Q3. Along with Bayman. That's a great result for Bayman. He deserves that.
Yeah. He puts in a lot of hard work weekly. And not to sound rude here, his hard work tends to not pay off because he tends to get caught up in stupid little incidents.
Yeah, look, it's just one of them things. But he deserves... I think he deserves...
Yeah.
He deserves a bit of luck to go his way. Barkmandu running in P3 there. That's very good from Barkmandu. Teddy Henke coming into Tier 3 tonight, looking to take a full-time seat in P4 on the mediums, fastest out of the medium runners. So yeah, it's interesting what's going to happen strategy-wise. As Paranoid has said, he set his lap on a medium, so we'll just have to see what happens there.
Yeah, if at the beginning of the race it pops him on mediums, then I don't know why Huntsman just retired instead of taking the flag. He was on a He was on a lap.
I'm going to take a little short break, and I'll be back for the start of Q3.
Yeah, once you get back, I'll go grab a drink. I've needed
Yeah.
one since you got here. Yeah, Colin, it wasn't meant offensively. And yeah, we could tell that you were in full send mode from the moment you got into the first chicane. Because there was no way you were taking that much curb when you were just trying to get round and survive the lap. But Abu Dhabi is one of those tracks where you've got to be smooth but aggressive with your power, like output. So you've got to have the right exit to be able to get your power down appropriately to not lose the rear. As we have lost Gainful Odds, Richard D and Kane Lowry from this qualifying session. Ninja, Bayman, Paranoid, Guitar Maniac, Dylan Gaming, Evil Prime, Teddy Henke, Barkmandu, Sociopath and Warrior Huntsman all make it through. With only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with half of them being on the medium tyres, so, and the quickest of them all being on the mediums. See what happens. Q3 will be an interesting one, and let's see where they can go. Steve, I don't care about your hard work. Get it, mate. Love you, really. Gallifrey claws on everything. Gainful. Damien. No, I do not believe that finishing 11th was a planned, like, objective there. Because you were pushing so much to get out and round within enough time. As Q3 has started in literally all but 3 people, we've got 7 guys out on track immediately, trying to get those early laps in. Both McLarens are out early doors, both Aston Martins, no sorry, one Aston Martin. Mechanical, knowing you, mate, you probably did aim to hit the wall. You probably preceded it by going, watch this. And for men, that term is just premonition to doing something dumb. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do like 5 things at once at the moment. Steve, all I'm going to say is you should have taken my setup. Look at your teammate, he's through to Q3. And he's on my setup. And when my esteemed colleague does actually get back, I will be going to go grab a drink myself. Steve, where did myself get me in the race? P2 in qualifying, was leading. Got overtaken under the safety car, which has been dealt with by the stewards. got hit under the safety car, which was dealt by the stewards, and then got a love tap from Scotty, which put me into the barrier. As Dylan has just done the fastest lap of the qualifying session so far with a 36.8. Guitar Maniac has just beat that, and so has Sociopath. And then Huntsman has just come in with a 36.3.
Hardly ideal.
What, me dying on stream?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the worst thing to happen.
Is there anyone coming around? You have Paranoid coming around. If you want to ride on board a Paranoid,
It's an invalid lap.
Yeah, is he going for another flyer?
I don't know. I wish that spectators got to see the amount of fuel that's in the car. Actually, I'm trying to look at his steering wheel to see if I can actually see the amount of fuel that he's got on board.
Yeah, he's in the red. It's just he might have to come back into the invalidated flying lap.
Yeah, Ninja did his lap with no ERS apparently.
Yeah, he's going to need to get out again fairly quick.
Teddy Henke and Bayman on laps, on outlaps.
Guitar Maniac and Evil Prime. Guitar Maniac is very close to Evil Prime there for a flyer.
At the beginning of the straight, he may have been quite a way off, and then just picked up the DRS toe.
Yeah, he hasn't opened his DRS there either, so I assume he's trying to get a toe for his flyer. But you don't really get much of a toe here, do you?
If you've got the DRS straight and just sat in the DRS up, like.
Yeah, but he's not opening. Guitar isn't actually opening his DRS, so I'm wondering is he just trying to stay close to get some sort of toe, but.
No, I think he's on an in-lap, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
he's out of DRS and he's just not overtaking because Sociopath is on a fly. Is
he was priming at Purple Sector 1 and 2 there, I believe. Definitely Purple Sector 2.
Jackie's just left the session. Steve, can you message Jackie and tell him not to rejoin until the race, please? Oh,
Evil Prime is gone.
Hey, at least he crashed into the pit lane entrance.
Yeah.
There's worse places to crash.
Yeah, he's lucky he didn't. He's lucky he's not allowed qualifying there, to be honest.
Reminds me of me in the race trying to overtake you around Zandvoort, where you had the little moment and I corrected my line to avoid you.
Yeah.
And dropped it and put it straight into the barrier. And as I spun round off the wall, it just lined me up for the pit lane entrance. It was like, you need a new front wing, here is the pit lane.
I'm not sure what's going to happen with Jackie here because it says he's joined the session. He may not be able to get back in.
He's out of quality anyway. But yes, Jay, Huntsman is especially quick, but he's also got competition in Sociopath, Guitar Maniac, Sociopath, Guitar Maniac, Evil Prime, and Co. He's not just dominating the championship.
actually on board with Teddy at the moment, who's just getting close to the start finish line on his flare.
It's got to be like a 37-2.
37 dead up into P5 for now.
As soon as I hadn't seen any of his lap and I guesstimated where he was going to be.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad guesstimation. He's now out of fuel.
Evil Prime is back out just at the first DRS straight, trying to get his lap in. You'd imagine him to improve significantly here if he can string a lap together.
I think Evil Prime's got about a second in his lap. Second to 1.1. Don't think he'll get into the 36 threes, but I think he'll be in around like the 36 fives. Which is still a very, very respectable time around here, because I think pole Friday night for Championship 2 was a 36.5.
Yeah, looks to me like Paranoid and Guitar Maniac are both on outlaps there too. Just trying to see is there anyone on a flyer at the moment?
Sorry, I've just gone to get a drink.
Yeah, that's fine. Who are you on board with?
Evil Prime.
Yeah. Cool.
Ooh, big moment. Ninja's playing the wall, the hairpin apparently. And yep, he's out of the front wing.
Yeah, if you want to get your drink, if you're on board with Evil Prime, and stay with him for this lap.
Yeah, I've went and got my drink while he was on his outlap.
Yeah, that was incredibly fast. I need to get a fridge that's closer.
So my fridge is literally on the wall, like the opposite side of the wall of the room I'm sat in.
Yeah,
so I've literally got to walk round. That's it. And all I did was went to the fridge and just got the carton of milk and drank milk out the fridge, out the carton. Don't judge me. I like milk.
I like Carlsberg.
Huntsman's just on a 36.2.
That's a very good time.
Huntsman is just flexing his speed around here now, isn't he?
Got Evil Prime on a purple sector too as well. Not sure. Oh, he's invalidated. That is Evil Prime. He's not going to get it around again.
He may. I think. He may. Yeah. If he's got enough fuel in the car, he'll get around.
If he's got enough fuel in ERS, that's the problem.
Yeah. If he turns his ERS off now, he should have enough to do a semi-decent lap on lower fuel. That was a nice line through there. The fact that his left wheel just rolled along the curb. He did improve by half a second, which would have put him a 37.2, which would have only put him P7. Oh, he invalidated the following lap too.
Yeah.
Dylan is the next man on a lap as he's coming to the end of sector 2. No purple sector for him.
Oh, Guitar Maniac with a 1:35.9. Wow. That's a lap.
Okay, Guitar Maniac has just set a time that is most people's TT times. And now kind of feel sorry for Warrior Huntsman. He went out to flex his pace a little bit, and if he hadn't have done that, I don't think Maniac would have gone out again.
Dylan there. Dylan looks really quick here. Really quick.
He's not doing a 35. I think he's doing a 36.5.
Oh, 36.8, but that puts him up into P5.
Yeah. I'm doing well at guesstimating these times, aren't I?
Not far off.
A couple of attempts here and there. Evil Prime is the next man.
Do has a purple sector 1.
Balkman Do is just done a purple sector 1.
Just went on board with him and it popped up purple, but
did
he just set a lap maybe?
Yeah, he's just finished quality.
That's a savage lap. That's we as we were discussing back already, like that's that has him up into P2 though, starting on the front row.
Yeah.
Let's hope he has a bit of better luck than he did last week. Kind of went down towards the back of the grid early on.
Yeah. So Guitar Maniac, Barkmandu, Warrior Huntsman, Sociopath, Paranoid, Dylan Gaming, Teddy Henke, Bayman, Evil Prime, and Ninja make up the top 10. The fact that there is 2.5 seconds between pole and P10 is worrying for the rest of the race, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, but as I said, especially on the new game, and you take a track like Abu Dhabi, you can't forecast what's going to happen here. Look at the amount of track limits, validated laps and quality, penalties, people losing it. Let's see what happens. That's all you can kind of go off, really, isn't it?
Yes.
I'll be back in 1 second, just before the formation now.
So guys, we're just waiting for the people to pick their strategies, their setup, well, fuel loads and tyre strategies for the race. We will be on the way shortly. As I believe that Mr. Cashman has just gone for another beer.
Yeah, Mr. Cashman's back. Looks like Jackie got back in. Maybe he didn't leave at all. Maybe he reconnected during the Q3.
Yeah. So formation lap. Let's see what those outside the top 10 have put on. So Gainful apparently deliberately qualified 11th.
And he's starting on a hard.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
Richie D's on the soft. He's got to get absolutely swamped from the start, if I'm being honest.
We saw Friday night that the guys that dipped in for the hards had a kind of a bad time, but
they will do you a good 20 laps. But if there's as many safety cars as I think there's got to be no point starting on them, because I started on mediums and I pitted on lap 19.
Yeah, everyone else in the bottom half of the field, except for Richie. Richie's after picking the softs, which could play into his hands with safety.
Jackie and Mechanical have also gone for the softs.
Okay. Paranoid is starting on the medium, so that was obviously a glitch. So yeah, we're just going to check through the top 10. You have Guitar on the medium, you have Barkmandu on the soft, I believe.
Yeah.
So he could be fairly hot from the start. Warrior Huntsman is on the medium, Sociopath is on the soft, Paranoid medium, Dylan Gaming is on the medium, Teddy Henke is on the medium, Bayman is on the soft, Evil Prime on the medium, Dan James on the medium. So yeah, a lot of different strategies going on here, so it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I believe one of these McLarens has dropped way back in the formation lap as they're currently battling with Ninja. So I don't know why people do this, why they overtake people on formation laps.
Yeah, it's formation lap, it's fairly standard procedure.
Like Sociopath has dropped all the way back down past Ninja. Sorry, just ahead of Ninja. And Teddy Henke dropped back behind Ninja, so unless Ninja had just gone around and overtaken everyone instead of heating his tyres. Bad Ninja. Bad baby Dan.
Yeah, let's just hope
we don't have any chaos into turn 1.
Yeah. I know I was going to say with Jackie maybe possibly leaving and rejoining.
Alright,
yeah, good to go.
And that's it, lights are out. Let's see who gets a good start there. I've got a nice camera shot of this. Oh, that's a big
Oh,
squeeze.
yeah, that was
That was Barkmandu on Huntsman. Put the squeeze on immediately, which is left.
oh, even Ferrari out. That is,
That's
the Hound
Hound.
is out of the race. And we got Jackie spinning as well, turn 3.
If that, yeah, so that's Hound out at turn
That
1.
could possibly be a safety car, depending. Not sure.
I'm assuming he got a little bit of a love tap in the midfield, and it's just yeeted him into a different continent. Like, he's now racing around Bahrain.
Just a lot of grid changes, but it doesn't look like anything majors after happening. Oh, yeah, that's a virtual safety car. I'd be surprised, to be honest, if this doesn't go to a full safety car.
Well, they've already moved Hound's car, so... all I've got is the yellow flags. I've not got what safety car it is. So I'm having a little bit of a technical issue.
I have virtual safety car, but as I said, I'd be surprised if it doesn't go to a full safety car, but let's see.
Yeah, let's see who the winner and losers. There's not been that many like actual position changes.
Yeah, just that's what I'm saying. There's maybe 1 or 2 in a round, but it just seems to be for racing as opposed to incidents. And I don't think the safety cars after coming out, but it's a long VSC if it hasn't.
Yeah, just popped up on there. There was
again,
another comment on the YouTube, but it's not actually come through. So.
Yeah, we're racing again, and Guitar Maniac is well out ahead there now. 3 seconds ahead already.
Yeah, it's Barkmandu and Warrior Huntsman are getting into it into the chicane.
Yeah, Dylan Gaiman has got in for a new wing. He lost it in turn 3. Jackie's gone for a new wing as well. That Dan James are 4 places into P6 at the moment.
If Dan James gets a good result here, he owes me a thank you.
Please tell me he doesn't have your setup.
Yes, he does.
Oh man, best of luck, Dan.
As Paranoid's just locked up beyond belief. All I saw was the plume of smoke and then the tyre line in front of Dan James.
So Huntsman and Sociopath both after getting Barkmandu here now as well.
Yeah, both of them are absolute savages when it comes to overtaking. Barkmandu does have the pace to hang with them, but when it comes to unpredictability on the overtaking front, I don't think he's been up with them often enough to know what they'll be thinking.
What you have to remember as well, though, is considering what happened last week, he's
being cautious.
Just being cautious, yeah, which is you wouldn't blame him for that.
No, and I think he's also on the soft tyre. So Guitar Maniac's just set the fastest lap of the race, which Huntsman is immediately beaten. Okay, DRS has just been enabled, so the closest cars on field will be Huntsman and the Sociopath and Barkmandu. So Barkmandu may think he can get an absolute send going into this first chicane. As he's opened his DRS now, but didn't actually tuck into the slipstream, which is a weird one.
Who on board right now?
Barkmandu, because he's close behind Sociopath. He's got DRS, but Sociopath pulled off the racing line to obviously avoid the slipstream, and Barkmandu didn't pull in behind him. He just kind of drove along, like, outside of the slipstream.
Yeah, and he's got Paranoid on his back now as well, so he really needs to stay. He really needs to stay close to Sociopath here.
Yep.
actually quite close to Sociopath in Sector 3 as well. He's really squeezing him in and he's bridging the gap as well.
Yeah, like he's Huntsman with another fastest lap. So he's pulling in that gap on Guitar Maniac. It's now down to 1.8. But this little trio...
Evil Prime all over the back of Teddy Hink, you know, as well. And he's
that's a car gone in exit turn 3. That looks like it's an Alpha Tauri. It was Huntsman who's lost his front wing.
Oh, he must have, and he got a 10-second penalty for corner cutting as well.
Yeah,
that's not good. That's his race over, I would say.
Teddy Henke's already almost out of ERS. So yeah, he's only got another 24 laps to go.
He's looking at Bayman here, and Evil Prime is making serious moves behind him as well, so he's really clustering on at the moment. You imagine Evil Prime is going to have a look at him here.
Yeah,
and he has ERS as well.
And Richie D is also coming in to join. This will be nice if he gets the switch back on him.
Teddy Henke did very well there.
Yeah, very well to defend that.
And Huntsman has gone into the pits.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just been overtaken. Sorry, apologies.
The best way of defending in that chicane, from my experiences, just position your car in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not wide enough for a car to go either side of you if you're in the middle of the track. Yes, it's a little bit underhanded, but it's still perfectly legal to do so.
Yeah, I'm just watching Evil Prime here. He's really putting the pressure on Teddy now.
Yeah. I've got the feeling one of these is going to drop it.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Them curbs are just so slippy. He did well not to lose it completely. And you'd imagine Richie's going to have a real look at him now as well.
Okay, curse to the commentator there. In full effect. Literally, as I was saying, I've got the feeling one of these is going to drop it. As the words "drop it" came out my mouth, then he just snaps off to the left. Nice little DRS train going on now. There's only 6 cars involved in it.
Man, Dew is after taking Sociopath there.
That's a nice move.
Yeah, that was really nice.
He's got
6.5 seconds. This is really playing into Guitar Maniac's hands with the guys behind him battling.
Oh, this is got to be well defended if he can stay ahead. Nope.
Yeah, Sociopath making that through there, and he's going to have Paranoid on the back of him now. Just watch how much Guitar Maniac is heading off into the distance there. That three-way battle behind him really helping him out here, especially on his tyre wear.
Yeah, also Bosso's up to P9, by the way. He's done well, and he's on the back of Richie. And he's gaining on Richie as well.
You know, I must actually just say, to be fair to Huntsman, he's continued racing with a 10-second penalty, and that after qualifying in P3, that some guys would have just quit there. That was that's good from Huntsman.
I saw how Huntsman got the penalty, and even though he did cut the corner, I completely agree why he did it. He did go to take the chicane, and as he turned in, the car just went, "I'm not having this," and he was missing. Oh, as Teddy Henke's just defended beautifully. Well, actually, no, he got the move on Bayman there.
Oh, we have Dan James in trouble, turn 2-3. Yeah, he's after having a moment.
He's got his front wing still intact, so he's all good.
Yeah, I think he just had a slip.
Yeah, Teddy Henke just probably... And Bayman's come straight back at him.
Oh, Dan is after spitting in there again. His tyres are on fire. He's going to really need to let them cool down before taking off. So fortunate for Dan with a good Q3 as well. And Barton and Dew is after making it on Sociopath again, and
coming straight back at him. Oh, Paranoid's made it through.
This is a really solid three-way battle and really clean. Very nice to watch.
Yeah, Paranoid just sitting back there and just waiting for them two to bicker between themselves. And just picking up a place in the process. Kane Lowry's up into P10, P19, sorry, and also Bosso's now down to P10.
This is playing right into Guitar Maniac. He's nearly 10 seconds ahead. And Sociopath's after pitting.
Yeah,
Did he pick up damage?
I believe he's just taken all of the life out of those softs in 6 laps while battling. Like Boxman maybe going for the overcut and just trying to get the extra lap. As Bateman's also in the pits. Interesting choice for Sociopath. He's gone for a set of softs. I personally would have gone medium at this stage in the race.
Yeah, you would think. The closest battle on field now, there's a bit of a three-way going on here. Teddy Henke, Richie D and Kane Lowry.
Yeah, let's see how this gets on.
Huntsman just behind as well.
Yeah, Huntsman is already back up into P15 and just took the fastest lap of the race.
Ooh, that's wide from Richie. Was that an overtake off track? Doesn't matter. Okay, Lowry having a look there. He probably wasn't tight to have a look, but it was close. And we have a car off in sector 1.
That looks like it's Huntsman again.
That's Warrior Huntsman. He seems to have had a moment again, so going from bad to worse for Warrior.
Does he still have his front wing intact?
Yeah, he does, but he's moving quite slowly and letting Ninja through without any problem.
So he must have cooked his tyres.
And he's driving quite slow now as well. Even Prime starting to get close on the back of Barkman as well. Yeah, that three-ways P6 to P8 seems to be where all the action is at the moment.
Yeah, I've got it on board with Kane Lowry. So the broadcast shot shows the action from the front runner and not just on the car it's on. Nice helicopter shot. Shame there's no DRS along this start-finish straight, but it's not long enough, is it?
Yeah. Oh, I got the helicopter cam there. Why can't we choose that as a view?
Yeah, just if we could pick it as a view, I'd have it as a view for the entire race.
Yeah.
You get to see so much more.
Just looking at Gamefield down in 9th as well on 7-lap old hards. If he doesn't get a safety car, he's in big trouble. They're going to start dying in another 5 laps, I would think. You'll get the laps in, you'll get the 20 laps in, but you'll start losing on your lap times pretty quick.
Yeah, those softs, they're good for 8 laps maybe from the beginning of the race, and then lap 9 or 10 they'll just fall off of the face of the earth.
Yeah. Ooh, we got somebody off again here. That is a Ferrari, and I think it's Dan James.
Yeah, well, he's the only Ferrari left in, so
he's in the grass. Sector 1 looks like a strange place to lose it, but he just pitted for the mediums as well, so I would assume cold tyres. Just must have had a bit of a moment.
Yeah. Oh, that is Gameful taking a big lock up there. And Sociopath just swoops in, takes the place, and moves on.
So it's Barkman doing Richie into the pits now as well. Going on the mediums.
It wouldn't surprise me if Gainful odds front right looks like a 50 pence piece. It was a big lockup.
He's in the pits now actually as well. Yeah. And Harris just aren't going to work here, are they? He's going to try and go to the end on the mediums over this soon.
Yeah, that's where I'm going with that. If Huntsman can recover and grab a couple of points, I already respect him, but he will get even more respect from me.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I pointed that out, and I think you got kind of frustrated in tier 2 as well Friday night. You just gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. You gotta get the points. If there's points on offer, you gotta keep going. And even if they're not on offer, it's always respectable to try and finish your race. You know, there's a lot of work goes in running the league during the week and stuff, so it's always good to see maximum finishers if at all possible.
Yeah, and then 2 laps from the end, I get a love tap which puts me in the barrier, and I was literally foot to the floor on the brakes. You can actually see on my telemetry that I'm full on the brakes, and it's just not slowing down.
Yeah. Yeah, Guitar Maniac 12 seconds ahead now. Like, the first 10 laps have been very good to him. So unfortunately, he's having a very good race, but there's not really much point in being on board with him, because there's nothing to see. That 3-4-way battle behind him for the first 10 laps now has him 12 seconds in the
I believe he's got the best part of a pit stop already.
Yeah, like, if there's
ahead.
no safety car here, he looks to be home and hosed.
Yeah. So
Richie diving into the pits again for some reason. Did he start on the mediums? Maybe he did. I was just on board with him because it was the oh, also was after losing it.
Turn 3. He's at turn 3. Dive on board with Teabag, and you'll be able to see his car in a second. Yeah. you knew what I meant. Oh, yep.
Yeah, that could be a VSC. I don't
No, that's a full safety car.
Oh, it's a full safety car. That's going to change a lot of things now.
Would you now stop it if you were on the mediums? Take the free pit stop, put on another set, and hope that there's going to be another one in 10 laps.
Yeah, you'd have to gamble on that. Going on the soft snow is not an option, really, is it?
No. And the hards don't work around here like they did on last year's game. Last year's game, the strategy was medium hard, or soft hard.
It's going to affect Sociopath here now, who just pitted. He's on 2-lap ball at softs, so unless there's another safety car, he is going to have to pit again.
He might take the free pit stop and whack on a fresh set of mediums. They'll get him to the end.
Quite possible. I'm just trying to see.
Guitar Maniac.
Maniac is in. Paranoid is in. Guitar has stayed out again. He did the same thing last week, and it didn't work out, as far as I remember. But he has stayed out on the mediums.
Yeah.
Paranoid in for a set of hards. That's not going to work. We saw that Friday night. I don't think the hard is a tire out there.
It's first and only stop, isn't it? So he's picked the harder compound to go to the end instead of having to pit again for another set.
Yeah, I just think you lose so much time, but let's see if, who knows, even Prime getting a fresh set of softs,
under
a fresh set of softs.
Under the safety car, I'm going to go for a drink.
Yeah.
Actually, I've got a few minutes, haven't I? I'm going to make some coffee.
I'm going to be back in a second as well.
Sorry guys, it's a safety car, there's not much we can do. So, I'm making coffee because I want coffee. Dan's gone for a beer because he's Irish. Sorry guys, we will be back shortly. Okay, guys, so we've got about another lap of the safety car. Yeah, Harry, I agree with you. It was a pleasure to actually come out behind the safety car, leading it myself, to see the Aston Martin safety car instead of the red Merc. And the Mercedes one tends to pull off in weird positions, and the Aston was actually pulled off somewhere where you can just pull up behind it and have no issues. Let me put it this way, if we had the Aston Martin safety car during Spain, I don't think Dan would have overtaken it. Because he would have missed the green, even though it was British racing green and not Irish green. He wouldn't have missed it. There's still a few guys that haven't caught up to the back of the field yet, so the safety car will be going in this lap, and it is in. Racing is back underway. Sorry that I missed the safety car restart, but Guitar Maniac seems to have managed it well. Guitar Maniac, sorry, Evil Prime being on the softs. He will be dangerous for the next few laps, but then he won't be, and around about lap 20-21. So it'll just be interesting to see on how this pans out. Evil Prime is up to P2, and Teddy Henke, elbows out defending from Teddy Henke.
Teddy Henke's gone.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Pushed Evil Prime out wide, and Evil Prime bounced over the curb, and Teddy Henke must have just bounced.
Safety car. That's going to be interesting, though.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting.
Seeing as Evil Prime is on the softs.
And Ninja is in for his pit stop. This could really work for him.
Yeah. 3 laps under the safety car, 10 laps of racing.
Oh, and he's gone for hards.
Baby Dan, what are you doing?
Yeah. Just running on with Gainful now, see when he come in. No, he's on fresh mediums.
Paranoid. Do you reckon the guys that are now on hards, that have only been on them for a couple of laps, have got to opt for mediums? Even if they're a scrub set, just put them back on.
Very possible. And Jackie going for the hards as well. 14 laps to go. It looks like he's serving a penalty as well. Guitar Maniac has to make his pit stop here, surely. Even though he's only 3 seconds ahead. That's what I'm saying. He was 10 seconds plus ahead last at the start of the last safety car. Should he have made a stop then? Hard to know.
Bearing in mind, he pulled out that 3-second gap in like a lap.
He would have had to go on the hard, you know, assuming that you wouldn't have another safety car. So it'll be interesting to see what he does here.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to come in, if I'm being honest. Oh, he is in.
He is in, yeah. Is he going to go on a hard? 14 laps on the softs here.
11 laps by the time the safety car's in.
11 laps. Yeah, he's going for the softs, and it is doable.
If he has that's Evil Prime in the pits too. Huntsman is now back up to P4.
That's incredible. 4 lap all mediums. He could probably go to the end here. 3-second time penalty for Dylan Gaming, not sure for what.
Track limits.
Track limits, yeah.
Which I always struggle to understand this. How do people pick up penalties for track limits under a safety car?
Just looking at the penalties here as well, Dylan Gaming has 18 seconds worth of penalties. Dan James has a drive-through mechanical has 5 seconds, and Warrior Huntsman and Sam Masden both on 10 seconds. Be interesting to see what happens here now with Guitar Maniac. Coming out in P7.
Guitar Maniac out in P7, penalty free. What tyres did he put on? Was it the soft?
He's on a set of soft, so they will be in trouble towards the end. So you'd imagine there's 2 sets of hards, 3 lap all in front of him.
As long as he can nail the start and get past the guys that are on the hards very quickly, he should be okay.
You've Sociopath down in 11th as well with fresh mediums.
Safety! That was a short safety car.
Yeah, that was very short safety car, to be fair.
Can we take a moment to appreciate the lap is almost over, and Jackie is just coming onto the first DRS straight.
Yeah, I suppose to be fair, you've my 2 favourite Finns in P1 and P2 at the moment. Sorry to the Finns that I already know that don't even know this league exists, so they will probably never hear that, which is also good.
I actually don't know any more Finnish people other than Bogman and Kane Lowry.
Oh, I have Penny Soko as well. Sorry, Penny.
He's
in there. He's in there.
Is Penny Finnish?
Penny's Finnish as well. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I've known Penny for like a year plus now.
I'm just on board with Barkman due for the safety car restart, so and he's off, so.
What I did Friday was I backed everybody up. Oh, he's dropped it!
Oh no, that's not good at all.
He has just done a Bottas.
He needs to stay on the way.
Oh!
Yeah, oh no, that's not good at all. That's not good at all.
I'm going to ride on board with Dylan for this, because Dylan may feel slightly aggrieved and tempers may flare.
That's... Looking at it, he hasn't picked up damage, but that's a tough one heading into turn 1. Bark has nowhere to go. Let's see what happens after. Ken Lowry now out in P1 with Richie D close on behind him. Warrior Huntsman putting savage pressure on Richie D as well. Yeah. Sam Masden as well in 4th on the hards, and you have Guitar Maniac behind him on the first pair of softs.
Think about it. Sam Masden and Huntsman both need to get absolute epic, like, final 12 laps, pull out enough of a gap that if they need to pit again, they can pit, regain that time, and still finish in a decent position.
Get that overtake. Warrior Huntsman went around the outside there. He's back up into P2. He has a 10-second penalty, but what a race from Huntsman again. Kane Lowry has 4 laps.
That is Richie going past Sam. That's a bang of wheels. And Guitar Maniac also made it. Guitar Maniac's in the pit. Sam is in the pit, sorry.
Sam is in the
both Alfa Romeos were right next to each other, so it was a little bit difficult to decide which one was which from the helicopter shot.
I have a couple of guys in the pits now. Dylan coming in, Dan James coming in again.
Dan James has just served his drive-through.
Straight through, yeah.
But in the process of doing that, he may have actually picked up places.
A lot of guys in the pits. Spark is in the pits, yeah, that's doing damage.
Yeah.
It's just a pity for Kane Lowry. He's on 5 lap old softs, and he's going to be under savage pressure now from Warrior Huntsman. They're going,
that might be a safety car. That's Ninja. He's come out of the pits and binned it.
Yeah.
If you jump on board with Sam Madsden, you'll see his car in a sec.
That's actually just on with Dylan there now, who I should be able to get a view of it.
Yeah.
That could be a safety car. It is off track. Currently nothing, so...
Just yellow flags. Yeah, just yellow
yeah,
flag.
no, we're racing.
Evil Prime with a time penalty. Huntsman is not pulling in this gap to Kane Lowry, may I add.
Yeah, but like, he's another 5 laps, you know, lap 22, he's going to be in trouble. If he does not another safety car, Kane Lowry's in big trouble, because they're going to be gone. You know, another 5 laps they're going to be gone, and he's going to have to nurse home 6 laps. He'll be a sitting duck.
And DRS is now enabled, so I'm going to jump on board with Huntsman to see if he actually does attempt. He's now within 4 attempts, so yeah, he's got to look at this full send, isn't he, into one of the chicanes.
He kind of has to, really, and you know what? If Kane Lowry's tyres drop off and he holds up the pack behind, he could
An
bridge enough
improbable
of a
win.
gap. Yeah, he could build enough of a gap to still have a decent finish here.
Huntsman got a good drive out of there, actually pulled in a 10th. DRS included. Yep, this is going to be... Don't think he's going to be close enough into the braking zone. He's looking at it though. That's straight out the Kieran textbook. Well done, Warrior Huntsman.
Yeah.
Then runs hella wide on the next corner. Also out the Kieran textbook.
Okay, no, he isn't giving up the fight as he has a look up the inside and decides to back out, which is probably sensible.
Have you seen Josh's comment in the group?
Nope.
Grab your phone and take a look at it. It just scrolled through on my phone. I'm not going to read it out loud because it's not appropriate for PG viewing.
Yeah.
Now would you see why I didn't want to read that out loud?
Yeah. Where Huntsman knows, yeah, Kane already owed a DRS, which means he's going to have a right go at it. He's going to jump on with Sociopath, who is half a second behind Richie D, and he has DRS as well, so he's going to try and get through here as fast as he can.
And has more ERS too.
Someone else has binned it.
That is one of the Alfa Romeos.
That is Dylan Gaming having a moment in the Aston, and he is lost an end plate as well.
Oh! Richie D getting quite out of shape on the entrance to that chicane and kind of putting Sociopath off of his line.
Yeah, Dylan has a no wing here, and he is really hampering Barkman, he's really trying to get past. He's going to have to come in, so that frees up Barkman, and he nearly binned it at the pit entrance as well.
That pit lane entrance is annoying.
Yeah.
I came into it the other day with cut tyres, hit the brakes, turned in, and the car just went straight on. So I was like, yeah, great, I've got to stay out for another lap now during a practice session.
In fairness to him, he looks like he's going to keep going. He's got a new wing, and he's keeping on going. In fairness, he is in the points as well, and he will.
Yeah, I was going to say everybody finishing is at least guaranteed 2 points as it stands. So 2 points is better than nothing.
The closest battle on track right now is even Prime, who would be looking at having a look at Kane Lowry, who softs 7 laps. There.
Oh, Huntsman's gone.
And that's
a safety car.
Oh man, that will definitely be a safety car, so that changes everything again. Guitar Maniac on fresh softs, he's absolutely going to stay out. Let's see what happens.
No, it's just a yellow flag in the final sector.
His car is across the track. That has to be. Just on board with Guitar Maniac. Huntsman's car is across the track. And the car is now gone, but there's just a bit of wing there. So yeah, I don't think anything's going to happen here. So
as Evil Prime has just jumped Kane Lowry.
Yeah, that was going to happen, wasn't it? As I was saying, 8 laps. He probably has another lap if they're not gone already.
Yeah, he's
going to be in trouble here. It's going to be a struggle for him now for the last 8 laps. The only thing he has going is Richie's on 10 lap old mediums. in fourth. You'd imagine Sociopath will take him, as he just
the Sociopath is.
barely did.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That was a sweet overtake there.
See, Harry, that's what I tried to do to you Friday night.
But you got it badly wrong. Yeah, so I suppose, look, Ken Lowry's looking at this. He has Richie on 10-lap old medium, so he's going to hope to hang on there in these 4-second points.
Can we take a little moment that Richie got his first points finish last week, a couple of weeks ago, where he just kept going, and he's now P4.
When Richie's into the pits, so yeah, as I was thinking, his mediums are going to be dead. Looks like Kane Lowry is going to go to the end. Don't be surprised if he has it.
All I know is Driver of the Day nomination, well, Driver of the Week nomination is going to be a difficult one.
Yeah, so we've another couple of laps before we get there. Or Kane Lowry, dropping way back. So Sociopath's going to start off having a look at Evil Prime, but to be honest, where he is in the standings, he probably should really just sit where he is and take it, unless he has something clear cut.
Yeah, give me a sec. I'm just going to check my phone as messages are just pinging through, and they're irritating the living crap out of me.
Oh, we've another full safety car.
That's Qatar Maniac gone.
Oh, on fresh sauce, what happened there?
That looks pit lane.
I would assume he lost it.
Looks like a pit lane thing. Jesus. There was very few safety cars. There was 1 in 10 laps, and now we've had 3 in 11.
Huntsman's wing is still on the pit straight. You'd imagine at this stage guys are going to stay out. They're not going to pit at this stage. And Kane Lowry is going to be in a bit of trouble, I would think. Oh no, Evil Prime is in the pits. I'm not sure if that was the right thing to do, but he is in the pits. 23, 24, 25. There might be 3 to 4 laps racing left there on fresh softs. So let's see.
The fact that it's also pretty much a free pit stop, he won't drop too far down the field, so he may still be in contention for some decent points.
And Kane Lowry's in for a fresh set of softs. Gainful is in for a fresh set of softs. So you would imagine
he's staying on the podium as it stands.
You would imagine Sociopath has 6-lap old mediums. He is going to be tested here. The only thing, from what I can see, if Jackie can get around quick enough, he might actually jump to P2. No, he hasn't. So yeah, Evil Prime is going to put a lot of pressure on here on fresh softs. 100%.
The fact that Jackie was 3/4 of a lap down at the end of the last safety car and dead last out of the runners, and he's now back up into P4.
It's going to be interesting because I'm just going to run through the tyres there now, just because the last safety car came in so quick. You have Sociopath out in P1 at the moment, but he's on 6-lap old mediums. You have Evil Prime and Kane Lowry behind him on fresh softs. Jackie on 7-lap old hards. It's going to be a bit of a struggle for him, but you have Richie and Gainful as well on fresh softs behind him. Sam Marsden 4-lap old mediums. Mechanical Paranoid fresh softs. So yeah, it's going to be as long as they don't decide to go smash and grab, we shouldn't have another safety car, but it does lead up to good racing for the last couple of laps.
Mini sprint race at the end of the race.
Yeah, you've a lot of guys on freshers. I'd be surprised if Sociopath isn't pipped here by Evil Prime, possibly Kane Lowry, and if, depending how long it takes Richie and Gainful to get past Jackie, they could be in the mix as well. It depends, I suppose, on Sociopath's mediums. Did he hammer him? I'm not sure
I was just about to say.
So it's very hard to say.
I know it sounds weird, but do you know where we run with Surface and Carcass? Where?
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that you leave the pits and your tyres are all nice and shiny, and then by the time you round turn 2, the shine started to wear off a little bit?
Yeah, yeah.
If the same is like that for when you're looking at it in spectator mode. The next time Sociopath like gets up next to the camera, or you can get close enough to look at his tyres, just take a look, and you can actually see the wear across his inner right shoulder on his left front, which doesn't look too good. Like, if you're on board with him now, you can see it now. There's just a slightly darker, like, black line going round. Or are my eyes just better than yours?
To be honest, I was just talking to Chloe in sign language, so I missed everything you said, but I agree 100%.
Yeah. Basically, you were speaking to Chloe by going, like, you were doing the motion for beer.
Not really, but
We'll go with that.
Actually, as you're on it. So yeah, safety car's going to be out for this lap. Could he be in at the end? Quite possible. 4 laps of racing. It's going to be very interesting. I just hope guys take it easy, because there's a lot of guys on fresh tires here, so they're going to be pumped. No, I don't think the safety car's coming in this lap.
They will tell us in the next few corners.
Yeah.
So as you get round to that triple right-hander, I think it's 11 through 13.
Yeah.
It should tell us then, because that's technically the final, like, the middle bit of the final sector.
Yeah, I don't think it's coming in this lap.
No, but that
Yeah,
Aston
he's
does
not
look
coming
mean as a safety car in this game.
It does, yeah. So we're going to have 3 laps of racing. It will surely be in this lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting 3 laps for sure. Sociopath's he's gonna control the pack, so he's gonna really want a good restart.
I've got the feeling he's got to back them up right to the line and then go just before the line and catch everybody sleeping, because he's seen people gun it out of the final corner and drop it on the final curb. So
we need to have a little discussion about driver today. Quite possibly, for me at the moment, you have Kane Lowry and P3 on a podium. He's up 10 positions.
Jackie's up 13. Mechanical.
Yeah.
For someone that has just kept plucking away, my mechanical would be up there for me. As he's started P18, he's currently P8, and due to Sam Madsen having penalties, he's looking at getting P7 at least.
Yeah. Do you know what? With the safety car restart and 3 laps as well, we probably need to have this discussion at the end. I think it can happen here.
Yep, as we saw, there was me DNFing with 2 laps to go Friday after a safety car restart this late.
Yeah, that safety car soon to be down to the ground. Harry was gone, and I had no intention of racing him either. I was quite happy starting at the back to go to P2. But, so yeah, 24, surely it has to be in this lap.
Alright guys, we've only got 6 of you left watching. But the ones that are watching, from what you've seen and what you can see, drop a comment and see if your driver of the day nominations would like correlate with what we're thinking. And the safety car is in this lap, so I'm going to jump on board with Sociopath, just so you can watch how he does. If this was me now, I would drop way off the safety car and just wait. Just let the safety car. Just let the safety car now.
He is gone, and I think the guys behind are going to be. Oh no, he's gone. Sorry, apologies.
Yeah, like just drop off the safety car in this little like stadium section.
Prime is really priming himself here for a move. That was shockingly bad, but I had to do it.
Hey, the one with the bad puns is normally me, not you.
Yeah, I know. I just had to. He's really sticking on the back of the ball.
Yep, safety car is in. So,
Oh, you had an Alfa Romeo there. I'm a bit of a skip. Yeah, Evil Prime's after. Oh no!
That's Jackie gone.
That could be another safety car.
I don't think it will be at this rate. They'd finish the race under the safety car. So they will just clear it up. But they've got all that before the next car gets to it, haven't they? So that looks like another car has got it turn 2.
Yeah,
that's Sam.
For a not sure. Oh, lucky Sam.
It's Sam.
That's a VSC. I would. No, they're still driving.
Just yellow flagged. So there we go. They've just cleared up Jackie's car. Evil Prime is literally looking at getting this move completed within the next lap or so.
The thing is, he's carrying 6 seconds of penalties.
But he's on the fresher tyres, and those softs should, if he can get the move done, he should be able to just drive away into the distance. Not saying he's got to get 6 seconds gap, but there's always...
He needs to get through as fast as he can if he has any intention of...
But if he gets 3 seconds, then Evil Prime picks up... Well, if he gets like 3.2 seconds, then Sociopath picks up 3 seconds. He's winning, literally. Richie D and Gainful pretty much stuck together. Mechanical's not too far behind. Who has got Paranoid for company. Paranoid looking to go around the outside of the ultimate corner. That was aggressive defending, but completely fair. He let him take the outside lane and just hung on the inside. So well done to Mechanical there. Paranoid's looking at regain. Oh, that's a nice move. If he can get it done under the brakes.
Oh, and yeah, Mechanical just did well there. Oh, and yeah.
Comes straight back at him. That's Barkmandu round.
It's gone. That's Barkmandu, unfortunately, again this week. That's very unfortunate. That's
He stuck his car up the inside at the turning point of the corner. At that point, the proximity arrows are pointless because you're already turning in. There's not much more else you can do. But he still is within touching distance of people on penalties. So I believe he can still jump. Yeah, he should still be able to jump Dylan. He will jump Dylan, and if he can get close enough, he should be able to... If he can pull in 6 seconds in the next 2 laps, he will also pass Paranoid for P7.
Quite sure what happened to Evil Prime, but he's no 1.6 seconds behind Sociopath.
I think he got too close and just had to back out of it. Yeah. But he's also now got Kane Lowry for company, and Richie D. So
Kane Lowry and Richie D are in a good state of the DRS, as is Gainful.
Yeah, everybody down to Mechanical.
Oh, Gainful has just lost it. No, P5, lost the turn 2.
As I was saying, everybody down to Mechanical now is actually looking at jumping a position from Evil Prime, because Mechanical is only 4.9 behind, as Kane Lowry's just got Evil Prime. So great race by Kane Lowry there.
I'm seriously wondering, does Evil Prime have wing damage?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and take a look at his front wing. It doesn't look like it. Unless, how long has he been on these tyres now?
He did. Kane Lowry and Evil Prime, Richie D, Paranoid, Mechanical, Damon, Dylan, Gainful, 4-lap all hards, or 4-lap all softs.
Yeah. So, yeah, it looks like everybody down to Mechanical is going to jump
I must say it's a stellar job from Sociopath on old mediums. You know, after the restart, you know, increasing his gap. He's doing very well there.
Yeah. So Mechanical is currently exactly 6 seconds behind Evil Prime. So this final lap, he needs to find that little bit of extra top end to grab a top 5.
Yeah.
So let's see if he can do it. He's got 6.5 seconds and like 2.9 miles to do so. As Dylan and Bayman are... Oh! Bayman taking an adventurous line.
If Richie stays where he is, he's going to take what I think is his first podium. CDR, and he's putting it up the inside. I'm not entirely sure what they've done that. Oh,
he's made it stick though. That's a nice move.
Yeah, it's a nice move, but Evil Prime on a 6 seconds worth of penalties. I wouldn't be overly sure what I do that last lap, but yeah, it's ballsy.
Yeah. But at the same time,
back at him again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the same time, oh, Dylan's had a moment again. But like, you want the position, but you also don't want to just inherit the position on penalties.
Yeah, I know.
So if you can get the move done on track, get it done on track.
I'm actually going to run on board with Kane Lowry now, who is really also bad, but I don't think there's enough time left.
No, there's 3 corners left. Social Path coming around the final corner now. Bayman's gone.
Oh no.
Social Path takes the win. Kane Lowry second. Evil Prime, Richie takes third. Evil Prime, Paranoid fourth. Evil Prime fifth. Mechanical sixth by the looks of it. Gainful at 7th, Barkman 8th, Dylan 9th, and Sam retired as he crossed the line. I think he binned it out the final corner. So the game is voted for Mechanical for driver of the day. I think he gained like 13 positions.
Yeah, look, I think this is one we're going to have to discuss, Kieran, to be honest with you. There's 3 or 4 contenders there again. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
I think it's safe to say Abu Dhabi will join Spa off the list for season 3.
Off the list?
Oh, absolutely. I nearly dropped the F-bomb there again, but I didn't.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
so
like...
you got a Sociopath with the race win, Kane Lowry taking P2, Richie D P3, that completes the podium, Paranoid P4, Evil Prime P5, Mechanical P6, Gale for P7, Barkman P8, Dylan P9, Sam Mazin P10, Damon P11, and I'm sure Stian did not finish after that. Yeah, it was a good race. There was a lot of clean driving there. To be fair, there was a lot of good battles, and once again, what we're tending to see is the DNFs have been caused by
driver error
mistakes as opposed to bad, as opposed to dirty driving or whatnot, which we don't have in CDR, fortunately. So it was enjoyable.
Yeah, like driver error is exactly that. Unfortunately this game's damage model is ridiculous, and it's taken a little bit longer to get used to than what we thought, but it is what it is. Thank you to everybody that turned up this week, kept me company while Dan was finishing work. We will be back for Russia, same time, same place, next week.
Yeah, pleasure again, Kieran, as always, and we'll do it again next week.
We will. See you later, guys.